Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Martin outside. Gets the three ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Bertans. Driving inside. Missed inside. Here's Matthews. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Taylor. Going inside. Pass to Bertans. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Martin with the rebound. Here's Matthews. Drops in the layup for two. Here's Taylor. Outside Bertans. No good from outside. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Taylor. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Knocked away.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Kicks it out to Bertans. Off target from three-point range.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Over to the wing. From behind the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Sends it home from three-point land.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Taylor. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Behind the back and lays it in. He's got 7.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Team foul. Martin. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your home team. Terry. Number 5.
Inside.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Matthews. Got a piece of it. In transition, here they come. Here's the pick. It's tipped. Fast break, here we go. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Mason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Terry. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Mason.
Team foul. Our side. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he lays it up and in.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Pass to Morgan. Shot clock at 6. No one near him. First shot won't go.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter here. Morgan with the rebound.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Matthews. Pass to Terry. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Terry's got his second bucket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Rebound by Terry.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Misses the wing 3. Oh, from deep. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. The 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he gets it to go.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Number 44. Ahmad. Number 44.
Here's Mason. To the wing on the left. From deep. Fires in the triple. He's got 6. So it's the home team now. Gets it off. And that does it for the first quarter. They're up 7. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this.
16.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Away team's ball.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Taylor. Outside Bertans. 4 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. He tries for 3. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. There's the 3. Five to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The shot that time not on target. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And he makes it.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Taylor.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
So it's the home team now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The home team calls timeout. So it's the home team now. Hey, from beyond the arc. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
To the left side wing. To the left wing. Clock at 6. Down low. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
The 3 is up. The rebound by Mason. And now we've got an intentional foul. So, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Out to the right wing. Cuts off the pass.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Fires, high post. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Misses the jumper to the paint. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
To the middle. The steal. And the visitors call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Taylor. Launches a 3. Can't hit that one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Six on the shot clock to end the run. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Hits the three-pointer.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. Made one and missed one. He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Pass to Morgan. Fires the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's Taylor. He's got 6. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Can't hit from the corner. Lets the three fly. That shot off the mark.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Hey, expanding his range. The shot off that time.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
It's picked off. Misses the three. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. 9 points in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Into the lane. No luck on that one.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Good. Taylor's got 7 points here in the quarter. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way, but he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
.44 seconds left in the first half of this one. Shot clock at 5. Out left to the wing. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, BA. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Here's Morgan. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. That one's off.
At the line for two.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Mason. "17 seconds left to the second period. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball called.
That one is off. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Tries to break his ice. Martin takes it in. Rebounded by Bertans.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Pass to Taylor. Puts it up from 15. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Martin outside. To the inside. Six to shoot. Rebounded by Bertans.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. The layup off target.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
The layup misses.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Takes it inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Hey, puts up a 3. No good that time.
He's not helping them at all by jacking up 3-pointers. He's got to realize that immediately.
They set the pick from the top of the key, and it's Martin with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Let's go with a 3. And he can't get that one.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Kicks it out to Bertans. No good on the triple.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Matthews. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
From the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Into the lineup for your home team.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
Nemanja Dankovic. Number 44. Away team foul. Mason. First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming out the floor for your home team.
The jump hook. Pass to Matthews. Oh, and he got fouled on it. His way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. First free throw is good.
Matthews taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Mason. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Morgan with the rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
No good with the triple. And they're on the break. Jacks up at 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 10.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
To the paint. Snatched away. On the break. The 3-ball. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 29.
On the take.
Number 5.
Out to the wing. No good on the shot. Here's Matthews. He's got 9. Pass to Terry. They swipe it. Here's the break. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the away team.
And so he hits both. For 3. That shot off. And there's a pick. From downtown, he drops it from range.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
.151 left to play in the third quarter.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Mason. Right wing. Drains the triple.
Dankovic.
He's got 5.
3 points.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Away team foul. Mason. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
A minute 20 left in the third. And there's the drive. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Launches it, buries it from three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Third personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for
And he can't get the first one.
Number 5.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Looking to get back on track. The shot no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Can't hit the corner three. Down low. Here's Morgan. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
The visiting team.
Up by 11.
26.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now Martin. And a nice finish on the layup.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Williams with the screen to the middle. And it's blocked by Martin. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Number 43, Liam Radosevich.
From the inbound. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Mason. Puts up a three.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's the three. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Into the lineup for your home team. Number 2, Jordan Matthews.
4 on the clock. And the shot's good. Points for him.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Takes a three. It's not going to go for him. To the right side. Releases. Another shot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And, you know, under the circumstances, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
At the line for your home team. Number 3.
That one misses. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Pass to Taylor. To to the paint. Tries again. And the layup is good off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here he goes. Here's Matthews. Here's Bertans. Got it. Good job in the low post.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
The jump hook. Pass to Martin. Here's Matthews. Back to Martin. From outside the arc. Nails it from three.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Uncovered. And he connects with a jumper.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
There's the drive. Misses the layup. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. No good from the wing.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
First personal foul, second team.
No good on that one.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Three-pointer. The shot, no good.
Registering 3 threes in the first half, he hasn't hit one since.
To the inside. Nifty move. And it's good for two.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Bertans for three. On target from range. Bertans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
A three off the inbound.
And this half has been a totally different story from deep, having a harder time getting shots to fall.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away.
And he makes a first.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Taylor.